Have you ever wondered where the military got the idea to wear camouflage suits from? I did. And if you ever wondered too, let's break it down, right? So back in 1492, right, when they told you were discovered by this human being called Christopher Columbus, there was a planetary war that got kicked off between us and them. So we were always fighting for a war, for our land, right? And this war was being kicked off from both the eastern side of the world and the western side of the world. So they was conquering Africa and Asia at the same time while they was conquering the northern and southern Americas, right? So when this planetary war got kicked off, many of us as the gods begin to relocate ourselves, and we got marooned, or we marooned ourselves on these so-called islands in the Caribbean. So we didn't originate in the Caribbean. We went there, and that's why they're called maroons. You know, like you maroon on an island. Yeah, we got marooned over there. So you got maroons in Haiti, maroons in Jamaica, maroons in Barbados, maroons in Bermuda. You know what I'm saying? All over the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, all of these places have maroons and history of these beings, right? So one of these goddesses, high priestess, was one of them called Nani of the Maroon. She was a military warrior, general, an Egyptian high priestess queen. She was the one that actually taught the human beings, because see, in a way, by military war, they would come across her and they would see us dressing up as bushes, literally having trees and branches wrapped around us. And as these Englishmen would try to traverse the mountainous ranges of the hills in Jamaica, she would have them strategically jump out on them and ambush them. And this is where the word or the term ambush came from, because we were dressing up literally as bush. So we were like, I am a bush. So it's literally like that. So when you see the word ambush, it's literally saying I am bush, because we dressed up as a bush or mimicking the likeness of a tree, and then we would jump out on these human beings and attack them. If you read certain English books, they would go back and tell you stories of how they would see walking trees and all that. You know what I mean? But this is where that term came from. So eventually they took the term and they made a suit from the camouflage to mimic what happened to them, how this high priest goddess wiped them out in Jamaica. She was so brutal. One time she wiped out an entire fleet that came to the country and only saved the general, and sent them back and told them, go tell your leader to send more men. That's how vicious she was. That's why you see they fear her, and they would tell a lot of lies about her. But her name is Nani, Queen Nani. I mean, real name Sarah Matilda Rowe. Some would say in rare books you find her called Sarah Matilda Rowe. They will tell you that, but Nani is coming from when the Africans came up and met her. You know what I mean? So if you ever seen the movie Woman King, right? This movie is about this person. It's about this woman. Queen Nani. So also Nani come from the African word Na and Ni. Na mean mother and Ni mean queen. So when you put it together, you get Queen Mother. So Nani is not really a real name. That was a title that was given onto her. She was not the only Nani. She was just the Queen Nani. See what I'm saying? So yeah, the movie Woman King is about her. And if you actually watch the movie in there, they actually say Nani a few times inside that movie. So now I'm giving you a little insight as to why they fear this goddess so much. She knew alchemy. She knew magic. She understood molecular science down to an atomic level. She was the one that also taught them about catching bullets. So when you see the movie Matrix and Neo catching bullets, she was the one that also taught them how to do that. She could also teleport.